What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how campsites have got a whole lot cheaper, ready for summer. This is a deal you are not going to want to miss. Let's crack on, shall we? Right, I have arrived at the Camping and Caravanning Club site in Salisbury. Now, I was recently with a few friends not too far from here, and then I've not actually been to Salisbury. I know there's a cathedral. I think I've actually stopped here once for one night, just driving through. But yeah, I wanted to come back and actually have a look, go into the city, have a look at the cathedral. Hence why I'm here. I've got a few days before I need to be anywhere else. So yeah, I'm going to get myself settled in. The weather is absolutely scorching. It really is. I have got a grass pitch with electric. Really don't need electric in weather like this, really don't. But let me just show you around the pitch. So I'll show you around the site a little bit later on, but as you can see, I'm just parked up, all plugged in. The Land Yacht's all nice and level. Now I don't know if you can hear that. Because it is so hot, I've got the diesel heater on ventilation mode. Now that is one mode that most people overlook. With the auto-term diesel heater, you can put it on ventilation mode and it'll just pull air and use the fan to just bring air from underneath the motorhome, which is the coldest point, and just chuck it in on the floor in there. That's where the vent comes out. So just trying to get the air circulating. I've got the windows open, got the max fans on, you know, we got it all. But yeah, just trying to keep cool. But I've just seen a pizza van is on site tonight, so I am yeah, not in the mood for cooking. I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to get my table and chair out, do a few bits and bobs in the motorhome, and then get myself a nice pizza this evening. Why not? Right, time to go and get the pizza. Look at this. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye. Pizza acquired. Love it. Can't beat a pepperoni pizza, can ya? Oh yeah. How good does this look? Oh yes. Can't wait. Let's give it a go. Oh yes, beautiful pizza, sun's shining, parked up, chilling. Does it get better than that? Good morning. What a glorious morning it is. Look at this. Look at this. As you can see, I am all raring to go. So let's go and explore Salisbury. Now, I have been on this site before, but I was just literally passing through. I stayed on one night and then I was on my way, so I never explored the area. But there's meant to be a really nice cathedral in Salisbury, and you know how much I love a cathedral. And then because it's Saturday, there's a market going on, so I'm gonna go check that out, maybe find some brunch and just yeah, see what's going on. So gonna make a little short walk to the bus stop and then jump on a bus straight into the city centre. The market is just down here. We did see some of it as I was coming into town, so I'm going to head down that way now. It did look pretty big, and then you've got the cathedral in the background, which, yep, love a cathedral. Oh look, it's got some old buildings. Look, Tash would love that. I've read about this place, the Pickled Frog. I believe this is one of the oldest places around. It's dating from around 1420. The Pickled Frog. The Pickled Frog. Trust me to find a burger, man. Trust it. Look at that. Don't that look cool though? But this is the market square. Look at this place. This looks amazing. Right, I actually haven't eaten this morning, so because I knew I was coming into here to town, and I thought, oh, I'll grab something from town, you know, some like breakfast brunch all in one. So I'm just going to wander around this lovely market. It's brilliant. It's proper bustling. I love a market. But I have got the cathedral booked for 1:15, so I've got to head over there at 1 o'clock, which should be good. But yeah, let's have a little look around. I just see a hog roast. That looks amazing. I've already been hooked. There's a cheese stall here. And then there's a baker's, and the baker's, they've got Belgian buns, and I've got a weakness for a proper Belgian bun. But then they've got the cheese. Now, me and Fit Geeky Phil used to call each other Millardy, you know, because obviously we're huge. Yeah, it's just like my homie, Millardy. And look what they've got. It's called Lardy cake. Maybe I should get one for Phil. Yeah, it's a proper lively market for food and produce. Loads of local produce. I mean, it's just a shame that I'm obviously walking around all day, so I can't take some of the like cheese or meat back because it's going to be in my bag all day, so that's not going to work. Now I need to get something to eat before I go into the cathedral, and I think it'd be rude not to have a hog roast. I think it'd be rude not to, right? It's got crackling. Come on! I mean, that's like a perfect brunch, isn't it?
Right, there you go. Have yourself.
Thank you so much. Look at that! £9. That is an absolute bargain. It really is. Right, I've got to try this crackling first. I've got to try this crackling. Oh, shut up. That is amazing. Oh yeah, this was definitely worth £9. This is a result. Oh, that was fantastic. That hog roast roll was incredible. Well seasoned, so soft, and the crackling. Oh, the crackling. Amazing. The only thing I didn't have was applesauce, but that's not my bag. But yeah, if you're ever passing this, you need to go to the Wiltshire hog roast. Banging. Right, I'm going to make my way to the cathedral. Let's have a little walk through the streets, shall we? Just walking around here, there is so much to see. So many shops. Loads of little independent shops. I mean, there's antique shops there. There was a smokehouse there. There's little bookshops. There's everything. Oh my god, I've just found Pokémon. What is this? That is a shop that's got everything. My comic heroes townhouse emporium. Again, it's got everything in there, but I just had to quickly ask what time they shut. And they shut at 5 because I wanted to come back there because I'm going to run to, well, I say run, I ain't running anywhere, am I? Let's face it. Go straight over to the cathedral, do the cathedral, then come back. I love this place. I love just exploring these kind of places. There's so much history around here. There is tons. So if you are a history buff, yeah, Salisbury is the place. 100%. Now, the cathedral should be just around here on the left, I believe. How insane does that look? Now, I've booked the tower tour, which means I'm going right up there. Yes, I am going all the way up there. Might be a bad idea, but hey, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go, shall we? It is £12.50 online or £14.50 if you walk up. But I've done the tower tour, which is £25, I believe, which includes your ticket. Wow, oh, that's mad. Look at that. Moment. Look at that. Well, it's getting warmer up this side, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, this is tight. This one looks even smaller.
It's a bit tight up there. There we go.
This is brilliant.
Is it?
Have you done St. Paul's?
Oh my god.
No.
We did that last year. Oh no.
Look at this. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to get through that.
Let me go with someone's got paracetamol when they got to the top.
Wow.
I don't know anything older than
Oh, I love it.
You all good? So we can see Old Sarum from here, where the original cathedral was.
Honestly, that was brilliant. It really was. Such a detailed tour. Bob, the tour guide, absolute legend, really is. Being up there and then being able to see the entire cathedral straight through the middle is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's quite tight in places, but doable. I done it, I'm a chunky monkey. But yeah, being up there is brilliant. I mean, you can see it up there. Yeah, there, up there, right up there. Brilliant, it really is fantastic. What I found out whilst on the talk is that this whole foundation is like 4 foot deep. Might be 4 meters, 4 feet, 4 meters. It's literally nothing, but it's all built on like shale. And then there's a water pilot hole here, so they can check how much water's down there. Because if there's no water down there, then the foundations and the whole cathedral could move and subside, because they want the water there because water can't be compressed, so it's fantastic to build on. And if there is no water, then they've got to open the gates and floodgates, and they've got to do some running around like headless chickens and get some water in here, because the foundation needs the water within the shale to keep this monumental building standing. I mean, can you imagine the foundations, even if it is 4 meters? Pretty sure it said 4 feet. But even if it is 4 meters, that's nothing for something this size and this weight. It's just unreal. You lot are probably sick of me saying this, but honestly, every time I come to these kind of buildings, I'm just in awe. Just the sheer size of them. I'm not a religious man, but I just appreciate the grandeur. Is that even a word? The scale, how big the building is, how old, how much it's gone through is mad. Now, to go with the incredible scale of this building is how much it costs to upkeep, and Bob was saying that it's about £17,000 a day to keep and maintain this building, which is incredible. 17 grand a day, and he's a volunteer. He ain't even getting paid. What is that? That is mad. Right, I've had a good walk around. Now I think it's time to go and find the Magna Carta. Go have a little read of that book, written over 800 years ago. So this is the one that's in there. I mean, it's tiny writing, tiny. What's going to be interesting is what's left from today in 800 years, because it's all digital. I hope someone keeps some hard drives and a USB reader. Do you remember? I mean, this is really random, but do you remember, because I am old enough now to say this, floppy disks? Who remembers a floppy disk? That was just going back some minute. I thought I was so cool at school. I don't know what files I had, because I thought, I was like, yeah, I've got files, I've got documents, I'll put them on a floppy disk. I mean, really? What was I doing? I was a kid at school, and I had the little plastic case with all my floppy disks that I could, and they're all coloured, and then you could write on the little piece of paper. I mean, that's history, right? That's my history. But that, 800 years old. Whew. It's got to be done. Sticker for the wall. Yes, look at that. And a pin. Yes, I've now got, I don't know if I've shown you guys, I've actually got a pin book, which I saw on, I don't know, one of the socials, and then I had to go find one and buy one, and I got Tash one as well, so now we've both got books for pins. I'll show you it at some point. It's fantastic. I'm a proper little, I love collecting stuff like that. I love it. That is me done and dusted at the cathedral. Because I bought the ticket joint in with the tour, it doesn't mean I can come back again for 12 months. Like, I can't, but if you just buy a general admission ticket for $12.50 or $14.50 on the door, then that lasts you for a year. So if you are going to come back through the area a couple of times, then a general admission ticket is definitely worth it. Bit of a shame that you can't, get a general admission ticket and then pay for the tour separate. I wouldn't mind coming back again, but I'll come back again. I'll just pay the $12.50, because it is well worth it. It is fantastic in there. It really is absolutely fantastic. Right, time to have a little wander around the town. and then start making my way back. But I am loving the weather and I'm loving Salisbury, so let's just go and explore, shall we? I do want to get back to that comic shop before it closes, the comic and collectible shop, because well, I love Pokémon and I love looking at collectible stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a little wander around. I'm sure somewhere there's a crystal shop, so we'll have a little wander around. I think this place is just stunning. There's just so much. It just goes on and opens up to more and more and more. Look at this. You've got pubs, lovely gardens. I mean, all this. Look. I am loving this place. There's so much to explore and see. It is just a maze. Honestly, rat runs after rat runs everywhere. I've just been in there, and they didn't really want too much filming, to be fair, which is understandable. But I got a couple of little bits. The stuff in there, Liam would love. I mean, look, you can just see some of the stuff in the window here. Incredible stuff, really is. But yeah, got a few little bits. Nothing too crazy. I'll show you these later. But yeah. Absolutely some stunning pieces in there, stunning pieces. Right, look at this shop, House of Wonders. Now this side's full of Harry Potter stuff. I mean, it looks amazing. Like, the Harry Potter chessboard looks pretty cool. And then on this side, you've got like loads of, looks like armour and swords, and look at it all. Oh my God, look at this, Stonehenge out of Fudge. Fudge Henge, look at it. This is Rowley's Fudge shop. I mean, should I be going in there? Probably not. I just get 2 individual pieces because obviously it is pure sugar. So that will be a lovely little treat tonight back at the campsite. Right, so I've made to this shop that I was talking about when I was on the way to the cathedral. And it's fantastic. There's so much going on. I love these kind of shops, and it's everything and everything. There's so much Pokemon stuff. It's dangerous. And then you've got like Yu-Gi-Oh, you've got comics. Look at the comic section. Look at them all. But then you've got like over here, look, I mean, some of this is not going to interest any of you, but amazing stuff. Like all these cards, look, sealed cards, graded cards. I'd like that one right there. That's £275. Maybe not today. But look, and look at the Pokemon sealed stuff. Now, I don't know if you remember when we was in Scotland, I was saying about I collect Pokemon as an investment. I am sitting on Pokemon cards that I've had for 10, 15 years. As sealed stuff and as investments, and then I slowly get rid of them and this and the other. So seeing this stuff is like, oh, I really need this stuff. I mean, some of these are amazing. Now the 151, I have got cases and cases and cases of them, but then there's some of the older boxes here in Japanese, and it looks like some of the Korean stuff or Chinese, but this shop is fantastic. And then you've got trinkets down here, all your Star Wars and figurines and Funko Pops and more Pokemon, more comics. Look, honestly, this is a fantastic shop. It really is. I've had a lovely chat with the owner. She sells individual cards with people can sell their own cards, and there's just so much going on in there. If you like collecting stuff, anything to be fair, it's probably in there. I want to sit down and have a drink, so let's go find a pub, shall we? I believe this is the Haunch of Venison, and it's a really old pub. I think it's like centuries old. So yeah, let's go and have a little look, shall we? How old is this pub?
The building's over 700 years old.
700 years. And has it always been a pub?
No, it's been a kitchen and a butcher's. Hence the old flooring.
Oh, okay.
And then it was a brothel for a time as well.
What's a brothel?
Now, I usually judge a place hard on the beverage that they serve, and it is Coke, Diet Coke. So, but this is one of Britain's oldest pubs. I think it was built in 19. I had a look. No, not 19. 1320. 1320. Now, I've got a packet of crisps and a cold drink. That's all I want. I'm not hungry, just want to chill out. Been walking around all day. Fantastic walking around here, it really is. There's so much to see, so much more to see. But yeah, it is brilliant. But I'm gonna chill out. I know they do food here, but I'm not hungry at all. So I'm just gonna chill out in the front bar, have a drink, and enjoy. The history in that place is insane. So that was built for the stonemakers of the cathedral and all this and that. Now, there's a rumour, has it, story, legend, that there is a secret bar past the jewellers here, and they only open it over, maybe there. Is it that one? Yeah, the Cloisers Bar. Cloisers Bar, something. But that's where they say Churchill and Eisenhower had discussions, and it's like a little nook, literally like a horse box, they call it. It's only room for 2 people, and they met there and had discussions about the D-Day and all the arrangements for D-Day, which is insane. So you've got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of history way before Churchill. You've got the people that were making all the stuff around here, like the cathedral, the stonemakers, living in there, and then it's gone on to be other stuff, and like now it's like the proper quirky little pub, and it's attracting so many people. The amount of Americans are in there that are coming in and they're like, this is amazing, and they all have the same kind of like the look, and I heard a few of them say it. It's like Hogwarts. It's like out of Harry Potter. It's like out of, that kind of stuff. Because, well, I mean, it's, that we have so much history here, so much, and they don't. Sorry, but they don't. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So, if you love your history, then definitely have a little look around here, because it is packed full of history. Time to go grab a few bits and bobs for a barbecue on the campsite tomorrow. Be rude not to, right, with this sunshine. And then grab a bus home. Time to get back to the campsite and the Land Yacht. I've got to get the barbecue goodies back in the fridge. I think it's time for a well-earned chill out with a Pepsi Max. Whew, I love this weather, but it is a warm one. And we have been on the move non-stop today. It is warm in there. The temperature sensors are saying it's like 36, 37 degrees. Now, on all these camping and caravan sites, they've usually got a little shop which sell ice cream. Be rude not to on a beautiful day like this, right? Be rude not to. Love it. Best ice cream ever. What's yours? Drop it below. I've got a question for you lot. Has the chocolate inside a feast shrunk? Is this shrinkflation in action? Because I'm sure they were chunkier. Now, I haven't had a feast for a while, but I am sure they were thicker than that. Now, it'd be rude not to have a barbecue, wouldn't it? Now, it is just me, so I normally cook for the 5,000 when I'm with people, and I've, normally got loads of food going. So when I just cook for myself and do a barbecue, it's a bit abnormal to me. It's a bit alien. But I have got I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is the Lotus Grill BBQ. I've used it a few times over the last month or so with the guys, but it's fantastic. So it's basically at the bottom here where the control panel is. It's got like a computer fan basically. This is where all the charcoal goes, but then you can turn this up. So then you turn the fan up. I don't want to get it too close because that is quite hot, but you can see it's starting to glow a lot more now, and you can hear it, right? So effectively you can turn your charcoal barbecue up and down. How good's that? Also got the new induction hob that I showed you guys a couple of videos back. Look at that. Just plugged into the outside. Yeah, got to do some onions, right? Got to do some onions. Look at that. Yes, now that is a burger. I love it as well. When I'm cooking on my own, I just then cook slowly because I don't know how much I'm going to want. I just, I might eat this and then that's it. I've got the sausages on, but if I want another burger, I'll put one on after I've eaten this. But look at that. That is, yes. I love burgers. I want to really get into start making a few different creations with them. Like I want to make some bacon jam and do various different things, because smash burgers are my absolute favourite. I love a smash burger. I love a cheeseburger. Oh, who doesn't, right? What is your favourite go-to burger? And where have you had your best burger? Come on. I mean, Beefy Boys is up there. Blecker's another one. El Perro Negro, a fantastic burger. Where is your go-to spot for a decent burger? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Oh, it is just starting to cool down. It has been blazing today. I think it's been well over the 30, 35, 36 inside the motorhome. It has been roasting. Not complaining, just stating facts. But yeah, it's starting to cool down now. Had a fantastic day. Just started packing away everything. Barbecue was an absolute treat. I love a barbecue. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't love a barbecue? You've got to be mad to not love a barbecue. But right, I'm going to finish packing away the last few bits. The dishwasher is on the go. Who doesn't love a dishwasher as well? I'm going to go jump in the shower, come back and then just chill for the evening and have a nice relaxing one, I think. Catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. Now I say morning, it is like afternoon. I've had a bit of a slow day today. Yesterday running around in the city was brilliant. It really was. This area is absolutely steeped in history. There's so much to see, so much to do. I think next time, because I was talking to someone on the campsite, there is a free walking tour in the city when you go to the information office, and then they'll take you around and show you everything, because I know there's tons I haven't seen. So yeah, I definitely think I'll do that next time. I might try and do walking tours a lot more, because I know a few friends that do them, and they say they're fantastic because you get to see places that you know don't normally go and see. You don't know about. Only the locals kind of know it. I am having a bit of a chill day today, but when it cools down a little bit, I think I'm going to go up to Old Sarum, which is a site just over here. Up here is where the original cathedral foundations were, where it was going to be built, but then it moved to where I went yesterday. So I think I'm going to get the bike out. I was going to walk, but it's very, very, very hot. So I think I'm going to cheat a bit. I'm going to get the bike out, go up and around, and then get there and then have a little look around. I don't think I'm going to spend ages there. I just want to see where it was. Not easy for my big melon head to fit in these things, but safety first, safety first. Bike is ready, 360 cameras there. Let's go see the original site of the cathedral. William the Conqueror inherited Old Sarum from the last Saxon king of England. Wow. The great outer defences provided him with a ready-made arena for mustering troops. And it was here in 1070 that he paid off his army after a long and bitter campaign in the north of England. Can you imagine being an army in them times, like coming here? This is just insane. Right, I am up here and it is dead. There's no one here. There was a few people walking over that way, but it's just turned 5 o'clock, so it's closed. I think you can pay to go in further over here, so you can go into the inner circle part, but it is so hot, hence my beautiful sun hat. I think we're about here, and then this is where they built it, and then I suppose there's a bit more there. I don't know what that part would have been, but the castle was founded by William the Conqueror, and then it was improved by future kings. William the Conqueror was here. But then look, if you look over here, you can see the spire of the cathedral just over in the distance. So, and when you're at the top of that, you can see here, easy, no problems whatsoever. But yeah, William the Conqueror, that's mad. I thought I'd just leave the bike over there and then come and have a little wander around all this. So this is the nave of the cathedral, where well, it was there to show the glory of God, and it was only open to normal people, this part. I think the rest of the cathedral was open to the clergy, is it? Just the higher ups. I know it starts getting a bit deep, but when you start reading these boards, and it's like, you know, there's been so many battles here. There was like a thriving communities. There's been markets, there's been castles, there's been forts, there's Anglo-Saxons, the Romans. Just goes on and on and on. You can imagine, like, going back in time, that people were here, and like, what's under all this? I bet there's some swords, I bet there's some coins, I bet there's some gold coins under here somewhere. There's going to be so much here that's just buried and stuck in time. Yeah, good, you? I just bumped into this cool guy called Jack. Here he is. He's actually sewing at the top here, which is brilliant. So this is what you do all the time, right?
Yeah, so it's like full-time job. It's always just setting up the machine in different places.
Yeah.
I guess we found some really nice connections where it sort of links up with the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, we've been having a great right old chat because I saw cameras and then I was like, oh, what are you guys, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And we've been talking about cameras and everything. But yeah, it's brilliant. I've never thought about this, but this is cool.
Yeah, it's quite a new concept, I guess, because I mean, sewing is such a stationary hobby.
Yeah.
To bring it round.
Yeah, to bring it up here. I mean, it's not a lightweight setup, is it? You've got to be committed to the cause.
Oh my god, yeah. But having something like your bike,
Yeah.
when you were talking, it would probably make
Yeah,
it
he's
easier.
just had a little ride on the Side Rusher, and it's I love that bike, absolutely love it. So yeah, getting a bike and maybe a van in the future.
Yeah, so I'm gonna WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah.
Exchange ideas because the van life is coming.
Yeah, definitely. But this is cool, isn't it? Just being out and about in these fantastic places and meeting just cool people that you just never thought you'd meet. It's fantastic. But right, I'm gonna let him crack on with what he's doing. He's a cool guy doing sewing in the middle of nowhere. And he's doing trips around the world with his sewing machine, making clothes and doing stuff. So I'll leave his very random, but I'll leave his socials behind. I think it's Rough Cuts Official on Instagram, I believe. But yeah, I love that. I love meeting new people and just randomly starting talking. I wasn't planning to be out this long, but there you go. I always do that. I always start talking to someone, and now I've got to try and find my actual way down, which I'm not too sure where it is. Oh, we're going downhill though. I think this is it. I'm hoping the brakes are going to hold me. Ah! Right, I think we're here. We're on the lower trail. I still don't know where I'm going, but we're on the lower trail. Sorry guys. Does this go down to the fields?
Yes.
Thanks. I don't know where I'm going.
So if you just follow it round,
Yep.
and then it's sort of, there's like a bit of a steep bank, and then it takes you down a track which then goes out onto
Perfect. Thank you very much. Didn't like the description of a steep bank. That might not be great. Ooh. Is that here? Yeah, I'm assuming that's where I got to go down. Okay. That was a bit more treacherous than I thought it was going to be. I'm pants with directions on my bike, especially when I'm in the countryside and looking at trails and sheer drops. But I made it back in one piece, didn't fall off, and yeah, I'm alive. Now I've remembered I haven't shown you what I bought Liam, and that was this. Look at it. I have no idea what it is, but it's colourful and he's going to love it. Had to buy something from the crystal shop, didn't I? Had to. Right, let me give you a little tour of the Salisbury Club site, because it's pretty sweet. Beautiful location, really is. So this is the main entrance to the site. You have got the bins and the recycling all here, and then that is where Old Sarum is. So you've got the main reception here, which has got the little shop as well. So they've got bits and bobs in there. This is quite a big site. It's about 150 pitches. They have got 2 blocks. So this is the first block. You've got your motorhome service point here, which is easy to get to as soon as you come in. And then you've got your first amenity block here. Now, one thing that you have got to note with this site, and it does say it on the website, that there is a slight slope because we are in the countryside and we're on the hills. There is a slight slope, so just got to bear that in mind. Now, the wardens on this site are fantastic. I've been having a great chat with Rob and Ruth. They're brilliant. They've helped me no end with local information, where to go, what to see and what to do. Yeah, really, really helpful. Massive shout out to Rob and Ruth for helping me with everything. But there's my beach, all nicely parked up there. You've got more pitches all the way in the next field, but you've got your next amenity block just down here. Now round to the end, I think that's the Elson point. Then you've got the toilets and showers for both in the middle, and then you've got the laundry at the end. This really is a great site, perfect location. It is on a little bit of a slope, but the wardens are happy to help you, work with you, see if they can find you a spot. If they've got them available, then they do whatever they can. Like I say, they go above and beyond. I've loved staying on this site, just chilling out, having a good time, exploring, out on the bike. That was good, even though it was a bit hairy at times, but it was all good fun. Meeting that guy Jack up the top of the hill, sewing, that was just random, but really cool as well. So yeah, I've had an absolute fantastic time. Now at the start of this video, I told you summer was sorted because of a stonking deal, and here it is. To celebrate the 125th anniversary, the Camping and Caravanning Club are offering a stonking deal. You can get a grass pitch for just £12.50. Yes, £12.50, and that's not per person. That's you and the whole family per pitch. How good is that? You can also get an electric grass pitch for just £19.50. £19.50. Now this is open across 55 of their club sites throughout the country, and it runs from the 1st of June to the 31st of August. And all you've got to do is use the code 125GRASS and book right now. Scan the QR code up here for the full terms and conditions. Head on over and book your site today. Now you know the deal. I want to know where you're going. What sites are you going to go, and where are you going to explore? Drop it in the comments below. Right, I'm heading north. I'm heading up to Van Life Festival in Shrewsbury, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.